In this tutorial, we're going to make some things appear on the screen. Specifically, just our canvas, our box in which we're going to draw our game. So to do this, we need to create a new file. So you need to select a new file at the top, and then we're going to save this as, and we're going to call it game.js. Now, in order for this file to be actually executed, we need to reference it in index.html. So we need to add another script tag, script, and its source is just going to be game.js, which is the file that we just made. So in game.js, we're going to set this up like a very simple P5 sketch. So we're going to have a function called setup, and we're also going to have a function called draw. Now our setup function is going to create a canvas. I'm going to make mine 720 by 360. That's the number of pixels it is. And when I draw, I'm going to do a background. And I'm just going to give it a color. So now when I load, select index.html, open browser, I can see my canvas. And this is just like it was set up when we used the editor on the P5.js webpage. Now, aesthetically this is nice, it's a nice blue. However, for playing a game, I'd actually like this to be centered in the middle of my page. So to do that, we're going to add some code to our index.html page. We're going to add some styling. So underneath where we just added the game.js script, we're going to add some style tags. Now what we're going to put in here is known as CSS, or cascading style sheets. It's just going to format our page. So we're going to affect the body and the HTML. Notice curly brackets here, and we're just going to give them some parameters. We're going to give it a margin of 0 pixels, and we'll give it padding of 0 pixels. We're going to make its display flexible. You don't actually need to understand this, just copy it, it'll work. It's just for aesthetics really. What display flex is, it gives it some type of flexible, so we're just basically going to put in stuff that on a word page that you could center things horizontally and vertically. So justify content, it's going to be center. So if we refresh our page now, it's now centered horizontally. To center it vertically, line items, center, and we're going to tell the page it's 100% of the height. And now when I refresh, I'm centered vertically in the screen and horizontally. I think it looks nicer that way, but it's up to you how you choose to do it. So now we're ready to go. We've essentially set up our editor, just like on the P5.js website, and we're ready to start putting in code and building our world, which is what we will commence in our next tutorial.